Gea, but they do have a very experienced goalkeeper there, the Argentinian. I'm also looking at Love at right back, and look at Paddy McNair at central defender. Big evenings for them. Michael Carrick, Ander Herrera going to have to be the linchpins, the engine room for that team. Try to get the ball to Lingard, Depay, Martial, and Mata to try to score. You can never win the first leg of a European competition, but you could definitely lose it. So it's important for Manchester United to start well.
And notice there, no backup goalkeeper listed for Manchester United. David De Gea officially is out. So if something were to happen to Sergio Romero, then it gets very dicey. They only traveled 18 players in total. You're somewhat disbelieving of that.
I cannot believe a club the size of Manchester United would only travel 2 goalkeepers to leave themselves this thin.
This is the biggest match in the short history of FC Midtjylland. It is a match Manchester United didn't really want to be playing. First leg of the UEFA Europa League round of 32 for what is officially, for UEFA purposes, known as Arena Herning, right in the middle of Denmark. That's a look at Jes Torup, 45 years old, was just put in charge of the summer when the previous coach unexpectedly resigned. He was in charge of Denmark's under-21s, got them to the semifinals of the UEFA Championship in June, got him qualified for the Olympics. So an accomplished coach. Sergio Romero in for the injured David De Gea, just his second appearance since De Gea's move to Real Madrid fell apart. He had started all through August and has been sitting on the bench since, but long-time starter for Argentina, very experienced goalkeeper. Louis van Gaal, what can you say at this point? Everything surrounding him. And he's got to find a way to get Manchester United through this round, because the last thing he really needs is to be losing to a club that most of his fans have never heard of. And here's something that Midtjylland do have available to them. Kian Hansen, the center back. The long throw threat. Going to spin around and find it. Václav Kadlec, one of a couple players making their debut for Midtjylland. Acquisitions in the winter transfer window. Sisto's cross headed away by Smalling. Now an opportunity to break the other way. Memphis Depay. A little slip there from Martial.
This will be a little theme tonight, John. On set pieces, a lot of throw-ins into the box, and how quickly Manchester United can counter, because this Midtjylland team will defend deep and try not to give Manchester United a lot of space between their back four and their own goalkeeper.
Offside there, Martial. Martial starting as he will theoretically for a while now. Wayne Rooney, knee injury against Sunderland on the weekend. Daring reports say he could be out 6 weeks, 2 months, certainly through a crucial stretch. That's good pressure. Sisto to force the mistake at the back.
Yeah, it's percentages this team's going to play. They're going to try to knock the ball into the channels, try to get free kicks, corner kicks, and this long throw-in. Manchester United dealt with the first one. You can see the distance a player gets on it.
Hansen, first-year player for them, to send the long throw in. Well, bounced off the knee there. Pusic try to hold it in. Sisto as well. Rowan Hassan playing his first game since a broken leg in August. Jonas Sisto, target of some very big clubs around Europe, on the ball. He skips away. Sisto's cross a bit overcooked. Foul. Midtjylland creating the early opportunities here, not showing a whole ton of fear.
No, and showing no fear whatsoever. I guess my main worry would be, especially from my time at Brøndby, this long winter break, very difficult to play competitive games. So match fitness won't be there. Fine playing friendlies. But come the 60th, 70th minute, how much will this team have in the tank?
Well, Chris Smalling having to change his shoes, and we've seen this before in MLS for one, where he's not going to be allowed back on until the referee allows him. So Manchester United, until he can get those shoes on and the referee waves them on, are going to play with 10. Dropping back to help out. Here comes the press for Midtjylland, forcing Sergio Romero to play long. Martial took the bump, didn't get the call. It's on for Pione Sisto. Archer Diaz, the referee, letting him play 3 straight there that could have been called.
This right here, John, I think is what frustrates Manchester United fans right now. They had a little bit of a counter, a little bit of a break on, and they slowed the game right up. And over the years, especially the last couple of decades, they're just used to their team just attacking on all cylinders at all times.
Smalling's still on out there. There you see him on the near side getting ready to come back on. Daley Blind, we've seen him so much at center back this season, back to his left back role. Jackson, who had been starting, he's unavailable because of illness. Paddy McNair making his 8th ever appearance this season. Donald Lovett right back because of an injury. Matteo Darmian went down with a dislocated shoulder. I mean, the list is tremendously long for Manchester United players that are unavailable.
They got Regan Poole on the bench, who's just 17 years of age in 1998.
It's interesting. Chris Smalling still has not been waved onto the field, and that's what Michael Carrick is saying right now is Midtjylland just let Manchester United have this possession. Why aren't you letting him back on?
I find that ridiculous.
And now he's being allowed.
You have to kick the ball out of play for the player to come back on.
Second ever appearance, his first start. Down the line. Andre Roma just going to be physical there with Memphis and not let him get going on that run. Sisto foul. Herrera might have gotten the worst of it.
Yeah, Herrera tried to nip in, get the ball in front, does clip a little bit of his leg. He does take a little knock in the face.
Under Herrera, it's got to come off now with that blood. Pione Sisto, really interesting player, 21 years old. He was born in Uganda at a refugee camp. His parents were from South Sudan, and they had fled the violence there. At the age of 2 months old, the family moved to Denmark, so he really has grown up in this club. Snyder's knocked down, but controlled by McNair, and Sisto was one of the breakout stars last season. Had some big clubs, Barcelona, Ajax, Juventus, who were keeping a close eye on him. It was only West Ham that actually made a bid to try to bring him in. Jesse Lingard sending it through for Memphis. First chance for Manchester United. The shot is blocked. Kian Hansen sliding through. And a corner for the visitors.
And this is a very good break by Manchester United. A wonderfully weighted ball to Memphis. An outstanding last-ditch tackle by Hansen. Had a lot of ground to make up there. Memphis just had a hard time getting the ball under control.
It'll be Blind to take the corner. Driven in short and a save. Mata trying to recontrol. Boy, Mikkel Anderson going to be really alert there. No danger on the follow-up. Juan Mata won this a couple years ago with Chelsea. Getting a great opportunity.
And this is a well-worked corner kick. One from the training ground. A very good save down low to his left. His feet were moving a little bit, so he did get a bit fortunate. Good technique from Mata also.
Part of a Chelsea team that similarly dropped down for the Champions League. And went on to win the Europa League in 2013. For about a week, they were the current holders of the Champions League and Europa League, but they had some very narrow wins against some teams that caused them some trouble. Sparta Prague, Steaua Bucharest. Ended up beating Benfica on a second-half stoppage time goal. You saw Ander Herrera back out there, but there's some sort of tissue paper out there. Herrera's header. Memphis rising up to try to control. Can't do so. Romer for Midtjylland. Hassan plays it back in for Pusic. Romer wins it back. A big opportunity for Memphis. He's the breakout star of the Champions League playoff round against Club Brugge. Struggled not just to score goals, but even just to get himself on the field regularly throughout the Premier League season. And tonight be an opportunity for him to, with the injuries going forward, earn a regular place as Midtjylland win a corner.
Well, you'd like to think so. A lot of times players, they'll sulk and they'll not be happy, and I'm sure some things and some words have been said and done behind closed doors that we don't know about. But when you do get your opportunity, you have to leave all that behind, and you really have to put the work out there and do what you do best. We just saw a little glimpse of it on the counterattack.
This is what Louis van Gaal said. He was concerned about set-piece threat for Midtjylland. He said they score half their goals from these types of set pieces. You see the number of red shirts crowding around Sergio Romero. As it's swung in, Romero stays at home. It's a fantastic save. Oh, what a moment that might be.
And both goalkeepers doing their part thus far. A lot of bodies in that 6-yard box, and a wonderful save down low to his left. You see here the goalkeeper just gets his feet set. Good strong left hand. Have to question the marking between Blind. Allows his player to rise above him.
That was Hansen there, the long throw specialist, getting on the end of the corner.
Two excellent saves from the goalkeepers in the last couple of minutes.
Well, it's sort of a choppy 12 minutes. It's not a massively loud atmosphere. You get a sense of both teams sort of unsure of themselves. Manchester United because of the injuries. Midtjylland because they've had over 2 months off. They had a training camp in Dubai. And these two little flashpoints where the goalkeepers have to come up big. Played long now by Sparv, too far for Cadillac to catch up to.
It has proven already that the set pieces will be so important in this game.
Memphis running after that. Rumor was there first. One back by Ander Herrera. Now Juan Mata. Martial making the run. Instead it's Lingard. A bit of a slip, but he's able to keep the ball. Michael Carrick. Able to recover themselves. It's set up behind the ball. Pressure there from Hassan. Fodorov on his debut. The center back, the man wearing the mask for a broken nose, gets it away, and now Tim Sparv to carry forward.
You can see already, John, 13 minutes in, the energy levels have just dropped a little bit from the Danish side, which I think we thought would happen because of the lack of competitive matches. Sitting deep, I think it's some Ronald Koeman bemoaned when they lost to him.
It's an opportunity now for Václav Kadlec to go out wide. Was behind Filip Novak. Yeah, when Michelin beat Southampton in the playoff round back in August, that was Koeman's complaint, as he said this Michelin team sent it by Jes Torup. All they did was they played for set pieces. They had long throws, a lot of time wasting, really uglied the game up, but it worked.
Absolutely. I mean, I don't understand how you can't use that as an excuse. Let's put it that way as a coach. You have to beat what's in front of you, and if that's the way they play, that's the way they play.
Sparv trying to control. Carrick wins it instead. Martial. Wide for Memphis. Romer wins the referee's whistle after winning the ball.
You just see there, Memphis puts two arms up on him and gives him a little shove. I watched a lot of Manchester United in the preseason. Really surprised where they are in the league. I had tipped them to do very well in a Premier League. Defensively, they look so strong. Just as the season's gone on, not scored enough goals. So much promise from a player like Memphis, and he hardly sees the field now.
And the free kick as Rowan Hassan goes down.
See McNair again, he grabs a hold of Hassan, pushes him down. Referee right to call the foul.
Another chance for Michelin as we hit the quarter-hour mark. Very cold night, temperature hovering around freezing. Right in the dead center of Denmark. This Michelin club whose history dates only to 1999. Playing the most high-profile game in their history. Bushit sends it in. McNair rising up to get his head on it, and Memphis plays safe, and now Martial is running. It's Lingard rather is up there. It's a good job by Sisto to help break it up. Mata able to turn.
John, you said the club was only formed in '99. When I was at Brøndby, I think it was part of another club called ECAST.
There was two local clubs, lower divisions, were merged. They immediately got themselves into the first division. They built a good academy. They've actually had a handful of opportunities prior to this season in Europa League qualifiers. This is the first time they got into a group stage situation. Summer of 2014. They were bought by the same man who owns Brentford in the English second division. They won their first Danish title last season, beating out Copenhagen in the final weeks. And they actually, you mentioned watching Manchester United in the preseason. July 17th, up in Seattle, they played against Club America. 3 days before that, Michelin had already begun their competitive season in the second qualifying round of the Champions League. Here's Jonas Sisto dancing around. Slips. Moore losing his footing there, then contact from Smalling in the opinion of the referee. Michelin began the season July 14th in Gibraltar against Lincoln Red Imps in the second qualifying round of the UEFA Champions League. And since July, they've gone from the Red Imps to the Red Devils.
You've got me on that one, John. Lincoln Red Imps, that's a first for me.
But a tremendous journey that they have had.
It's long. It's a completely different season. The time frame in Denmark, very difficult this time of year. Fantastic they're at this stage. It's so hard, and I said it earlier, it's because of the lack of competitive games.
Memphis able to turn. On the byline, crosses blocked by Hansen. Second time he's had to go to ground and throw his body in front. That's the second corner of the game for Manchester United.
Yes, turning into a little bit of a battle here with Memphis and Hansen. Good turn, good skill, gets his head up. And another good recovery blocked by Hansen.
strength once again. The outswinger from him. Well, it was straight in there and a good look, but the header going well over. That Hall and Ryan Giggs sort of unimpressed.
You always want to try to get the first touch on a ball into your box, whether you're attacking or defending. Manchester United twice now on attacking set pieces. First Mata, a wonderful save by Anderson. And now that.
Sisto trying to lay it off for Novak, able to get it back. Sisto's foul.
Right when he shows the ball, Lingard tried to pounce on his opportunity, does just clip the leg.
Sisto just muscled off the ball. Quickly forward now. Martial picks it up. Bodorov defending him. Martial able to turn all the way inside. The shot is off the back of Sparv. Mata keeps it in. Bodorov there again. Another Manchester United corner.
Good work this time by Martial. You see a little bit of a foul. Just clips the back of Love's leg. He's going for the ball. I know he took a little bit of the man also. Really good skill by Martial. Good quick feet to earn Manchester United a corner.
To play an in-swinger this time. To the back post. Smalling is there, and it bounces right through the 6-yard box.
Man United is showing a lot of creativity from set pieces. That time pulling Smalling to the far post.
The second one short. It's going to be a foul. Smalling is pulling at the back of the defender.
Looks like they tried to release him to the far post again. That was the one earlier. We started a little bit higher towards the top of the box. Made that late run to the far post. That was a great opportunity by Smalling. Miscues the header.
On his debut. The 6 players they brought in during the winter window, only a couple of them that were actually registered in the Europa League squad for Midtjylland. Falls to the feet now of Rilwan Hassan. Hassan weaving through, was trying to play off for Kodluk and just too many black shirts. Good work to win it back though. Kodluk for Sisto. Sisto could have gotten that ball. He gave up the run, thought he was fouled. It's going to be a Manchester United throw. Some of the other scores in this round of 32 first leg day. The return of the UEFA Europa League. We'll have Liverpool and Augsburg coming up at 3 p.m. Eastern here on FS2. Half an eye on his phone as Tottenham play at Fiorentina right now over on Fox Soccer Plus.
lot of grief earlier in the season, John, from a lot of people sitting in that studio about how well I said Tottenham will do.
Martial dancing on the ball, trying to get away from the second defender. Contact with the legs. Goal kick is the decision of Artur Dias, the referee. Kian Hansen, maybe getting a little bit lucky there. Let's take a look.
Martial again showing really quick feet, and he shifts it over to his left foot. Starts to fall down early, but I'll tell you what, if you look here, Hansen does just go onto the back feet of Martial. I think because he theatrically went down too early, referee wasn't buying it. Awfully close. The second time Martial showed really good feet.
Good work by Love to win it back. Now Lingard. Lingard just running, trying to get around Botteroff. And the referee lets him play. Their minds. I mean, here are Manchester United, this club right in the middle of the Danish peninsula, less than 12,000 capacity stadium. They sold it out in 5 minutes when the tickets went on sale. But knowing this is probably their best chance to get back in the Champions League group stage next season rather than overturn a 6-point deficit to Manchester City for that 4th spot in the Premier League.
I've said it many times, John. Louis van Gaal, I don't think, is that upset about too many things other than maybe the media pressure. He's a very experienced head coach. He's very set in his ways, and he's going to continue trying to train this team day in and day out. And there's a lot of us that have been surprised by some of the results, but hey, he's been so successful over the years, and I'm still backing him to get it right.
Love's cross for Mata. Ian Hansen was alert to it. There. Vucic's taken off the ball. Once again, Donald Love on his second appearance for the first team. He'll turn 22 between the two legs. Coming up big to win the ball. On to Herrera. Mata, Martial, both involved. Now, there's long ball, headed away by Novak. Dane still can't get possession.
I see the pendulum just starting to swing more and more into Manchester United's favor as the fitness stakes play a part in this.
Error for Mata, just able to get there. Couldn't keep it though. Kadlich now running up the left. Love trying to recover. Novak, the left back, who overran it. And it's poked away. Now Juan Mata. Just the simple things right now are breaking down a little bit for both teams.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a start-stop game at this moment in time. Midtjylland would really like to have more set pieces, more free kicks and throw-ins. I don't think they're bothered about seconds ticking down from the clock. It's It's Manchester United team. They are fit, playing a Premier League, which is a very fast league, physical league. I think they should up the tempo a little bit and try to get in the faces of this team.
Martial Mata just poked away. It was a good recovery from Spar. It was actually Ander Herrera trying down the end of it. And now Christopher Olsen running forward for Midtjylland, who've got some numbers here in support. Olsen taking it himself, and then he got caught in the ball in his spokes. Ended up petering out what looked promising.
Good run.
McNair. Manchester United go in transition now. Lingard running at Novak. Cross in, takes a deflection off of Spar. Memphis first there, but beaten on the ground by Olsen. Sisto now on the right side, starting on the left. Smalling able to win it back. Juan Mata on the turn. Martial making the run, trying to drop it in. Boulder off there. Novak needed to be on the scene for the second ball. McNair charging forward to win it back, but it's going to be out for a throw. So just shy of a half hour on a cold night in Denmark. Arena Herring. Here's a look back at that last opportunity that Midtjylland had. The Danish champions, farthest they've ever gone in a UEFA campaign against Manchester United, who just for the second time in 20 years find themselves in the Europa League. The last was the 2011-2012 season when they, similar to this year, dropped down from the Champions League group stage. They beat Ajax, team featuring Daley Blind, in the round of 32, lost to Athletic Bilbao, a team featuring Ander Herrera. In the round of 16, we saw Sergio Romero there. That was the big headline at the beginning of the game. David De Gea goes down with a still unspecified injury in the warm-up. So Romero comes in to start just his second game since August, when De Gea's move to Real Madrid broke down as the summer window closed. Carrick, he and Smalling, the only two on the field now, were on the field for Manchester United the last time they were in this competition. Carrick was replaced in that game by a young player from France by the name of Paul Pogba. It's too far for Ander Herrera and out.
He's turned out to be not a bad player, John. The one that got away, or one out.
It's tore up there. Manager having a chat with one of his staff. Hassan wins the header. Pusic's able to bring it down, try to turn and find Kadlec, and just enough there for Michael Carrick dropping back to help out. Memphis won the header backwards. Finds the feet of Juan Mata. Line for Lingard. Love coming forward in support. Lingard's driven cross. Boulder off. Not perhaps what he wanted. Goes backwards for a corner. Boulder off on loan from Fulham. They brought him in right at the end of the transfer window. Eric Sviatchenko, really a club icon, sold to Celtic in January. And they needed a new center back, and in comes Bodarov. Fifth corner of the game, flicked along by Ander Herrera.
Living dangerously on the set pieces. Another first touch by Manchester United in the box. Came to nothing. It's third or fourth time now.
Pressured by Sisto. plays it long. Mata in chase. Forcing Bodorov to keep it in play. Just got away with that, although it's won back by Ander Herrera. Erwan Hassan comes across to tackle it out. You see Borussia Dortmund up a goal on Porto. Mention all the players that are unavailable through injury. Well, Adnan Januzaj recalled from his loan at Borussia Dortmund, but he's cup-tied. He played for Dortmund in the group stages, so he's ineligible to play for Manchester United. Another body they'd love to have available, given all the absences.
And you'd have to think with what's going on, he'd probably be on the field instead of Memphis. Memphis's body language to me just doesn't seem right. It doesn't seem energetic. Doesn't seem like he wants to be there. Listen, you're playing for Manchester United. I know it's the Europa League. It's not the Champions League, but got to show a little bit more energy and desire than what he's showing, especially when he has that much ability.
On to Herrera. Out wide for Blind. Blind hooks in the cross. Hansen was there once again defensively. Memphis looking to turn. Finds Mata. Back in for Herrera. Blind. Again the cross. It's knocked down. Scramble of bodies up in the air. And a catch in the end for Mikkel Anderson. Bodorov there, the masked man, helping out.
Well, much better passing from Manchester United. It was quick, and it was started by that man, Memphis. He possesses so much talent. Possible handball by Martial. When they do move the ball in that attacking third that quickly, it poses a threat. It causes some problems for the defenders.
Every time Bodorov is involved in something, he's having to adjust that mask afterwards.
He and Hansen have performed very well so far.
Imagine their relief when they saw Wayne Rooney was out through injury. 7 goals in his last 9. Hard challenge from Spar. It's going to be a foul as he caught Memphis.
The boots were up. The referee's gotten most things absolutely correct. Maybe he thought he just went a little too high. Dangerous free kick for Manchester United now.
10 minutes to go in the first half. Montes come over to have a chat and discussion here with Memphis of what they want to do. Memphis actually the last 3 seasons have played in the Europa League with PSV. They went out in this stage to Zenit last year. Memphis looking to go on frame, and it's punched away by Anderson. Mata keeps it in play. Memphis across this time. Sparv up to get it. Olsen able to get it wide. Martial wins it back. Heavy touch from him. And the threat ends. And now is there a threat the other way? And goodness is there. He was in his own half. It's onside for Michelin. Running forward. And a good save by Romero. Danger not done as Pusic picks it up. Looking to go back for Sisto was behind him. Václav Kodlic running all the way through. And Sergio Romero, the only man to keep it at 0-0.
I can't believe what I've just seen, John. I can't believe Manchester United did not have players in the back secure to stop a counterattack. It's 1v1 for the goalkeeper from the halfway line. Another very good save by Romero. That's 2 now in this half. Stands up big, starts leaning to his right a little bit, but does manage to stay on his feet. Keeps Manchester United in this game right now. After some promising play from Manchester United.
It is one of those things where we both did a double take in seeing it. And now the other way, it's Lingard. As Martial wins the header, Mata calling for the cross. Lingard fires it in. Memphis, if he can get his footing right, he can. Moments after they almost conceded, Manchester United do go in front. Memphis, a man who desperately needs goals for himself. A big goal for his club. And a crucial away goal for Manchester United.
Well, from nearly going down to a bizarre goal from a breakaway from halfway line, Manchester United break the other way. And it is that man. If you see Memphis, he just falls over and keeps his balance. He's down, he's up, a good touch. Adjusts his body and slides it underneath the goalkeeper. Just got done saying I'd like to see Memphis do more. He's done just that. He scored a goal, and a big away goal. 1-0 Manchester United.
Mikkel Anderson got his arm on it. The Midtjylland goalkeeper, but for Memphis, just his second goal in the last 20 games, all competitions, going back to October. Scored against Watford in November, and had not scored since. Will that improve his body language?
Yeah, it did. I mean, you just see he scores a goal, and the sprint, he was just looking more lively. He's a wonderful player, a wonderful talent. I just don't like to see those kind of players walk around the field. Hopefully this goal bring life to him. Because he, Martial, Lingard, they're electrifying players. They're players that can score goals, take people on. And that's what I want to see.
That's what Memphis is doing. Likes to go wide. Blinn will get there at the byline. Takes a block. Second chance at it, perhaps. Tremendous swing in just about a minute on two sort of bizarre plays. Because as you saw, Memphis lost his feet, left back up, able to volley it in. Moments after Sergio Romero saved on a 1v1.
Didn't even have time to say it was from a long ball that Manchester United scored. And they just nearly conceded on a long ball. And again, we'll have to see that again. I'm sure the boys at halftime will go through that. How you give a breakaway away from half field, I mean, it's beyond me.
Well, in college, he was behind the last man, but since he was in his own half, when that long ball was played, he's onside. Able to score in his debut, having moved from Eintracht Frankfurt. The winter window, Spar threads it in for Sisto. Let's see how Midtjylland can respond now going down. Romer forced inside by Blinn. Memphis couldn't take him on the ball. On to Herrera. Pulling into the back, it's going to be a foul and a free kick.
Now this is dangerous. This is important for Manchester United to get to halftime at least one goal up. Know the threat that this Danish side poses on set pieces. Very good delivery. Decent height.
Novak, the left back. And before he can play it in, Arthur Diaz, the referee. Being proactive here in the jostling for space inside of 5 minutes now in the first half. Hooking it in. Wilson trying to reset. Smalling heads it out. Jonas Sisto working on Love. Love doing really well just to force him backwards. The cross from Sisto. And Sergio Romero's there. Word from Italy that Tottenham have taken the lead with a big away goal against Fiorentina on Fox Soccer Plus. Increasing for Manchester United.
I think we thought that would be the case. This team Midtjylland does try to play on the counter-attack, and they do play the percentages.
Well, Sevilla have gone up against Molde, two-time defending champions. Molde coached by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, Manchester United legend, who had no problem saying in the Danish media that he thought Midtjylland had no chance against his former club in this series.
Home and away will be tough, even if you're in full fitness. Just take with that long break that I know we have mentioned time and time again. Very difficult to beat a team fully fit, and also one that's under pressure to get results ASAP.
And a reminder as well, Augsburg and Liverpool, there you see it, coming up after we're done here on FS2. Interesting matchup of Bundesliga against the Premier League. And Hansen looking for an option for the pass. He's got to recover backwards. No mistake, and Piona Sisto trying to run away. Honor Herrera gave it back. Sisto creating space for himself. Piona Sisto! Midtjylland right back in it.
I said it was important for Manchester United to get the half, at least a goal to the good. Herrera makes a mistake, and then he lets the ball cut across him again. He and Paddy McNair can't stop it. Wonderful feat by Sisto. Possible slight deflection. That just takes it beyond the reach of Romero. Some very good feet, good change of direction, good pace. Help with the deflection. 1-1.
Breakout star of Midtjylland's championship campaign last season. Won a stretch of just 1 goal in 21 appearances through this fall. Scored in the group stage finale back in December as Midtjylland held on for dear life in a 1-1 draw with Bruges, and another giveaway. This is Rowan Hassan this time. That shot takes the deflection. It's a corner. But in the final seconds of the first half, you talked about that pendulum has swung right back the way of Midtjylland.
Manchester United was in total control. There's a few minutes left. You don't want to give away set pieces. They give away set pieces. They've just given away 2 loose passes. They find it 1-1 now, and they're defending yet another set piece.
Big moment here at the end of the half. Christopher Olsen to take. Into stoppage time now. Olsen swings it in. And no stoppage time is going to be given at all. Andre Romer down hurt at the end of that. But boy, how things have changed. Good chances for either side. Memphis scoring in the 37th minute. 7 minutes later, Piona Sisto. 45 minutes down, 45 to go in this first leg of the UEFA Europa League round of 32. Midtjylland 1, Manchester United 1.
And it has been a frustrating first 45 minutes. I think Warren Barton saying what every Manchester United fan wants to say, Stu. How do United go into the second half? How do they try to make something happen? It's not working for them.
Well, they need to be more dominant in the middle of the field. They need to get the likes of Michael Carrick on the ball, Juan Mata, and find Martial in better places where he can have an impact going forward in front of goal.
You can have all the talent you want, but you've got to have desire. And that's what Bradley Friedel was saying about Memphis Depay. All the talent, desire.
All right, here is John Strong and Brad Friedel for the second half call. Enjoy.
Ian. Brad. Well, second half now. So a restart of the second half. Just continuing on what was a supremely strange first half, as Brad and I were talking about it. Midtjylland won, Manchester United won. And the fact of the matter is, Manchester United do need to get something going, because they've got a Monday game against Shrewsbury Town in the FA Cup. They've got the second leg and then Arsenal following afterwards. So that was one of the talking points coming in for Manchester United. If they can get a few goals, get a cushion. Not that they have a lot of extra players, but they could rest some bodies amidst a busy stretch.
Yeah, and they need to get some goals and get some goals quickly. But more so than the goals, they need the energy levels lifted a little bit. And every time I played against a Manchester United team, you knew win, lose, or draw, you were going to get a really difficult game, and they were going to be flying at you because they were proud to play for Manchester United. They have some wonderful talent on the field, but there's a lot more attributes.
Offside on Memphis trying to run forward.
But there's a lot more attributes to a player than just technical ability.
Playing it long. Suffered the knock to the back of the head right at the end of the first half, but begins the second. Jonas Sisto has the goal for Midtjylland. Back from Olsen. Sisto under pressure. Martial the other way. Mata making the run in the center. Martial skips away, gets past a second defender, hands off now for Lingard, whose shot is out.
Well, this is the third very good run by Martial. Shows his skill again. And when he lays it off, now you just need the cool head, the composure. Could he have hit it first time? You see, he just sits back on it and slices across it, and it just rises over the bar. John Martial's beaten his man each time that he's had it. Give it to him time and time again.
No changes for either side of the break. Three of the six on Manchester United's available bench would be making their debuts if they were to come on. Ron Hassan muscled off the ball by Chris Smalling. Sisto, though, got the block into the attempted clearance. And Olsen controls for Midtjylland. They do not have a match in between the two legs. Still another week in their winter break in the Danish league. Lingard helping it along. Someone held it in. It's going to be a foul as Herrera went down.
It is a bit strange to have a longer summer break than you do winter break.
And they had 5 weeks, Midtjylland, in between the end of the Danish season, lifting the championship for the first time, and when they began their UEFA campaign in the second round of Champions League qualifying. As you said, it's a much longer break in the winter than it is in the summer, certainly for Midtjylland this season. Turf there in contact with Novak. Sisto now trying to hold it up. Olsen. Kusic controls. Working on McNair. Love sliding in. Saves in that first half, and then beaten on the goal.
And beaten by a deflection. I think if there's no deflection, he would have been there safely. It was a poor goal to concede, John, at a really bad time.
Memphis stronger than Romer, dancing his way around two defenders now. The cross, only man there was Hansen. Held in by Blinn. Back for Herrera. The return, too far for Blinn.
See, here's the goal. It was a flick on from a long ball. It was a good ball in by Lingard. Memphis does ever so well to stay on his feet. At this stage, you just thought Manchester United would go on to see this game out, or at least a half out. They made a couple of crucial errors at the end of that first half.
McNair giving away the foul there, 20-year-old from Northern Ireland. One of 8 academy products in the squad of 18 for Manchester United for this match. Just his 8th appearance of the season. His first ever in senior UEFA competition. Did play for their under-19s in the UEFA Youth League in previous seasons as Love heads that away. Sparv holds it in. Lingard tracking back defensively under pressure from Pusic, and a goal kick. Lingard, another one of those academy products, signed on with Manchester United as a 7-year-old. And here's Sisto's goal, the response for Midtjylland.
And it was a really good change of pace, yes, but it was poor to concede possession of the ball. And right here, poor to not lock that player into one side of the field, let him come across. A little fortune of a deflection.
Carrick. Wide for Blinn. Now under pressure from Olsen, gives it away. Pusic has Sisto running with him. Hassan as well. Here's Pion Sisto. Thinking about a shot if he can find the space, gets it away. Really comfortable stuff for Romero.
When you lose the ball in the middle of the field, you're always susceptible to an easy counter-attack, and they were again well held by Romero.
Now here's Memphis the other way, dancing around Romer. Dancing around Sparv as well. Memphis is crossed for Juan Mata, and he's put the header wide.
A very good ball in by Memphis, and Mata should do better with that, should at least get it on target, make the goalkeeper work. Snaps his head down too quickly. Better from Memphis and Martial. Get him the ball. They're effective.
In for Herrera to keep under the pressure from Sisto. Now Donald Love. Herrera takes the space. He's got Blinn making the run. Blinn able to get there. The cross to overhead. Summation of what Louis van Gaal is feeling right now.
Yeah, a couple well-worked plays, and then that final ball won by Memphis, and then Memphis put a good ball in, and Mata didn't have a good header, and then that one, another errant cross. I'm sure he'll be desperately disappointed with the defending and the mistakes at the end of that first half.
Mata helps to win it back. Lingard sending Martial forward. Memphis on the other side. Corner off the defender. Martial sprints it across now for Herrera. Herrera's crossed too far for Mata. Lingard is there. And it took a touch off the bar. Fighting through. It's a foul. Jesse Lingard this close to making it 2-1.
Well, some more good possession by Manchester United. A good far post run by Lingard. Wonderfully weighted pass. Good technique. Just off that crossbar. I think now fitness stakes are going to start taking its toll on this Danish side. Manchester United, if they do things correctly, up the tempo of their passing, raise their energy levels a little bit, it'll be very difficult for Denmark to break out.
Memphis again getting right around Romer. He'll take him on a second time, and it's going to be a goal kick. Andre Romer just able to recover there and knock it off of Memphis and out.
I wouldn't want to be a referee, John. We've seen it again and again. You decide.
Coming up next here on FS2 with Keith Costigan and Alexi Lawless. Waiting in the wings to bring you the call. Love weaving his way through here for Manchester United. One for Daley Blinn. And for Memphis, no one is there. He doesn't realize it. He elects to drop it off, and the shot through traffic is well off. Herrera still got that bloodied lip. First half. We said before, the game lacks a real rhythm. It's not a huge stadium. They're not exactly all belting out in song. Who is that favoring, though?
That'll favor the home side, but just. You know, Manchester United is a team. They're away from home. They have the away goal. So on that count, it's not such a terrible result. But this Danish side, they haven't had a competitive game for a long, long time.
McNair under pressure, forced to play it safe.
And it's expected that the game would be start-stop with a team who hasn't had a competitive game for a couple of months.
Novak, as he was tumbling over, held that ball in for Hassan. Michelin are preparing a substitution on the sideline right now. I guess the biggest thing, if you're Michelin, just give yourself a chance going to Old Trafford for the second leg, but still more than a half hour before that can be said is true as Memphis is on the ball. Hansen the defender. Memphis dropping it off from Mata. Mata's cross. Not going to find Herrera. Held in by Donald Love. Knocked away by Novak. Advantage being played. It's 3-on-3 if they go quick enough, Michelin. Kodlich well under hit. Trying to come back across for Hassan. And Philip Novak remains down after that last challenge a moment ago.
You just see it. Donald Love knows he can't get it, just goes over. That'll be painful, just on the inside of that left calf, perhaps on the shin.
Could that have been a card for Love? He didn't get any of the ball.
Well, it should be a card. the sounds of it, I'm not sure if the referee's given him one.
Novak has been a regular starter for them since signing right at the end of August from his native Czech Republic. And there is the yellow card. Arthur Diaz coming to show to Donald Love.
And rightly so. The referee's gotten most all decisions, if not all, correct so far.
First substitution of the game right on the hour mark. Pusic coming off, and Paul Onuachu, 21 years old, native of Nigeria, but he actually, Midtjylland have an affiliate club in Lagos, Nigeria, that he started playing with, and then as an 18-year-old came to Denmark in his third season now with them. He scored one goal in the group stage, and Novak is coming to the side rather gingerly. And Onuachu gives him a pretty good target at set pieces. He's listed at 6'7".
That is a big target. That'll be another body. If Novak would be a bit swinging those balls in. Not easy to defend that height.
Novak still off to the side, so Midtjylland are defending with 10 for the moment. Now he's being waved back on. Lynn trying to play it in for Mata, and hint of a handball there. It's Kian Hansen intercepted it. Kodlich making a big run. Sisto making a big run as well. Smalling able to get his hand on it twice. Christopher Olsen picks it up. Olsen sitting in the cross looking for Onuachu. He gets his head to it. What a save that is. Right up against the goal line as well. Sergio Romero clawing it back in. Sensational.
Look at this for a ball in. A good run. Fantastic header. What a save by Romero. Not bad to have that quality as your number 2, John.
Using every inch of his 6'4" frame to get a fingertip on that. As the 6'7" Onuachu making an impact right after coming on.
The only way to be able to make a save like that, John, is by getting your feet set early enough, planting, pushing off on that near leg, and then flinging your body up there. And on top of that, he had to have a strong hand. That was a wonderful save.
And again, a player, Sergio Romero, who's only out there because of the injury David De Gea suffered in the warm-up. It's only his second appearance in all competitions since August. He went through August as the starter. De Gea's move to Real Madrid fell apart. And Sergio Romero's been sitting on the bench all but one game since, but 3 massive saves here in this match in Denmark.
That's one of the best you see, John. That is an absolutely outstanding save. Any goalkeeper watching that's played at any level will know exactly how good that is.
Václav Kodlich weaving his way through to keep it. Can that be a momentum mark, though, for Midtjylland? Their fans are starting to get into it as well. Onuachu again using his frame to knock it wide. Say nothing of that huge one-on-one save that Romero made moments before Manchester United scored in the first half. Hansen just comes in the back of Memphis. possession. McNair just overhits the pass for Love. Just about 62% of the possession for Manchester United right now. Out shooting Midtjylland 11-6. But it's 1-1 and it's offside. And Kadlec, bright young star coming out of the Czech Republic, made his debut for Sparta Prague at the age of 16. Scored a goal on his debut for the national team at 18. At a certain point could have his pick amongst big clubs in Europe. Ended up going to Eintracht Frankfurt because he thought he'd get more playing time, and that playing time petered out. Fiorentina, as you see, tied things up with Tottenham. And now Kadlec here with Midtjylland, a step down in level to be sure, but trying to restart his career, and he's making his debut. It was he that was saved 1v1 in the first half, right before Memphis, who's on the ball now, got the goal. Carrick for Ander Herrera. And McNair for Love. Love engaging with Novak. Roll it right in, and Lingard didn't look like he was ready for it.
No, that was clever from Love. He just put it through, positioned himself for a cross, and he just put it through the legs. Lingard wasn't expecting it.
Also have come back from 2-0 down against Saint Etienne. Sevilla now defending champions 2-0 up on the young American goalkeeper Ethan Horvath and Mulder. A whole bunch of games coming up. Second of our doubleheaders on Fox Sports as Love, can he get on the end of the long ball? It's broken up by Novak. He's able to hack it out for a throw. Second substitution of the game for Midtjylland on the way. Hassan is coming off, and Marco Aranyu has not played much. Made the move after being a part of Costa Rica's fantastic run of the 2014 World Cup. He scored the third goal in the win over Uruguay. He played against a number of these Manchester United players in England in that World Cup. Just his 10th appearance this season, and a player that's sort of been criticized by the manager and the media. But he gets an opportunity here. And Arena thought he had won the ball and was running away, but instead it's Blind who sends in the cross. Away by Bodorov. And he's got Arena running off his right. Onuachu keeping it. Cutting back is Arena. Sliding it in for Sisto. Sisto trying to hook that in. Couldn't get his foot around it. Another dangerous counterattack for Midtjylland.
And I don't think Onuachu's strength is really running with the ball. He wants the ball in the box, but he does all right. Lays it off. He just shifts it to his right. Well wide, and the goalkeeper now in the vein of form that Romero is, had that easily covered. I'm still excited from that save, John. I don't know if you could tell. That's worth, for me, that's worth the price of admission.
Well, it's a big, big save that keeps us at 1-1. Onuachu and chase again. Carrick running with them. Manchester United were somewhat surprised and bemused to be in the Europa League in Denmark. How much more so that they can thank their goalkeeper that it's not worse than 1-1.
Yeah, absolutely. 3 big saves. And the header, the first header was an outstanding save to start the game. And to make that save, being called upon about 20 minutes earlier when you didn't prepare the night before to be playing.
Here's another dangerous long throw opportunity from Kian Hansen with the 6'7" Paul Onuachu. Setting himself up in the box. Hansen's throw flicked along by Bodorov. Onuachu actually got his head to it, but didn't do anything with it. Then lifting it long. Martial brings it down, poked away from behind by Olsen. Hansen over there just in time. Last out off of Martial.
Attention, fellow football fans from Manchester. For security reasons, we must ask you to remain in the away block for approximately 15 minutes after the game. This measure is designed to guarantee a safe way.
Pass in the middle, and now it's Arena running away. Sisto to his left, let to come to his right, way too far for Kadlec.
Third or fourth time this game that Manchester United's conceded possession right in the middle of the field, about 30-40 yards from goal. It's dangerous to do that.
Hansen making easy work of the long ball from Martial. Ian Hansen, the center back, weaving his way through. Kadlec has it. He's got Arena making the run in the center. He wants the shot himself. It's wide. With 20 minutes to go, the drop in energy for Manchester United, it's Midtjylland creating chance after chance.
Yeah, which is amazing. I mean, the fitness level should be so different at this stage of the game. Midtjylland is getting the ball in that middle of the field, and then they're breaking. It's a third chance on a counterattack in the last few minutes.
Minutes to go before the scene shifts to Old Trafford next Thursday. Preparing to come on as Mata runs away. He and Ander Herrera combining to win the ball. Herrera has it back now. Rolled in, it's picked up, the shot takes a deflection. It was Memphis in chase, it was Martial's attempt. Here comes the first change of the game for Manchester United. Straight swap right there in the middle of midfield. Ander Herrera coming off, and Morgan Schneiderlin coming on.
And this will have something to do with Herrera losing possession in a very vital area of the field, which has allowed Midtjylland to springboard on a few counter-attacks.
Love has a cross block. It's going to be the sixth corner of the game for Manchester United upcoming. As you said, Brad, Manchester United get a fairly free head to the ball. They've struggled to turn anything on frame.
They have been creative on their set pieces a couple of times, putting Smalling in different positions, and Mata.
Lynn swings it in. Onuachu straight up in the air, needs to head a second time. Mata picks it up. Schneiderlin has it now. Cross is blocked. Trying to hold it up, loose ball. Kadlec is there. Václav Kadlec. Can he hold off the men? Can he hold on to the ball? Not quite. It's another chance for a long throw unless they want to go quick, Midtjylland. That's what they do. Marco Arena. Runs into Schneiderlin, loses the ball, and then commits a foul. For Martial. He's able to keep it on Hansen. Finds Carrick in the center. Carrick looking long. Memphis making the run in from the outside. Romer was there. Rania off his shoulder. Wilson hits it sideways. To go. Time starting to run out for Midtjylland in their home leg of this UEFA Europa League round of 32 tie, and it is a tie so far. Memphis in the 37th minute. Jonas Sisto in the 44th. And really, Midland have had the best chances of the second half. Sergio Romero in for David De Gea, injured in the warm-up. 3 huge, spectacular, world-class saves to keep it at 1-1. One of them on this man, Paul Onuachu, who's weaving his way through to keep the ball in the center of the park, all 6'7" of them. Now Urania. Novak making the run on the left. Instead, it's the goal scorer, Sisto. Trying to run away from Lingard. Jonas Sisto was able to score on a setup similar to that. Lingard forcing him wide this time. Sisto in, Urania's touch. Intercepted by Carrick.
Again, John, there's been a couple of things that have amazed me today, and I'm amazed again at the fitness level. Manchester United should be so far superior at this stage of the game. It just seems like they're sitting back more and more, and letting Midland have the ball now, which they haven't had. They've been the ones sitting back and countering.
This is Midland's first competitive match since the end of the group stage in December. They went to the 2.5-month winter break in the Danish league. They had a training camp in Dubai. They played a handful of friendlies against Swedish and lower division Danish teams. And for that matter, too, they've got a handful of new players out there. Bolderhoff on his debut, the center back. Kodlich on his debut on the right. Hassan started his first game since a broken leg in August. And here they are at 1-1.
And in the first half, you saw Manchester United's fitness taking advantage of that. But then, obviously, got a second win, and goals change games, of course. But the second half, I've been very surprised at how Manchester United's not dominated more.
The United team that came into the game with 13 players unavailable through injury. Or the Kaptan and Januzaj added a 14 when De Gea went down. Love running through. Get on the end of Lingard's flick.
This won't be, the return leg will not be an easy game at Old Trafford, especially with a team that can sit back and counter.
And a team that clearly is feeling full of confidence in possession now. Urania. A little flick back. It's going to fall to the feet of Urania. Hands off for Onuachu. Novak on the overlap. Onuachu wanted himself. Able to win it back. Onuachu shot is in! And Midland have come back from a goal down to take the lead against Manchester United. And they cannot believe it.
I'm very surprised at what I'm seeing. Look how deep Manchester United is. There's 3 players around the ball, no one going to the ball. But Onuachu turns, shapes his body like he's going to hit it to the left of the goalkeeper. Just whips his right foot around and hits it down low to the right, through the legs of the defender, just beyond the outstretched arm of Romero. 2-1, and what an enormous goal this could be.
Change now. Juan Mata is off. Andreas Pereira, the 20-year-old, coming on. Just his 9th appearance of the season in all competitions. A player they feel has a bright future. Well, he needs to produce in the present right now.
Yeah, I'm afraid the future isn't going to help in the last 13 minutes. They've also got James Weir. Very good prospect.
Onuachu scored in the group stage against Club Brugge. Gonna play the through ball. Smalling hesitating with Sergio Romero. Kodlich is running in. The whistle had already gone for a foul as Smalling went to ground.
So it should have been a ball easily dealt with by Smalling and Romero. More so Smalling, and when he took his first touch, you just see it comes off his shin there. Very fortunate that the Danish player put his arms on his back.
Listen, there's a classic English disdain for this Europa League. There's a ton of injuries, but the fact of the matter is, they're still Manchester United.
And that disdain has gone away a little bit, especially when it was nominated the winners go to the Champions League. You know, and this is something that Manchester United have to take seriously. But whether it's a friendly or whether it's a Champions League final, you play for Manchester United. You're playing with one of the biggest clubs in the world, and you have to take that with pride.
Philip Novak wins it back. Leon Sisto can't dance his way along the byline. And not that 2-1 is the end of the world coming home because you have the away goal, but the fact that they were leading at 1-0.
They were leading at 1-0 and starting to gain control of the game. That last 5 or 6 minutes in the first half has really set the stage for this second half. And if they do lose, then the media, again, it's going to be another few days of you've lost another game.
It's not that they have the cavalry coming over the hill right now. This is a lineup that was not selected out of trying to rest or rotate. It was a lineup selected because it's all they had. We've got a Monday date at Shrewsbury Town in the FA Cup live on FS1. And they still have 10 minutes here for that matter.
I've got the utmost respect for Manchester United Football Club. They've produced some of the best teams over the last couple of decades, but they've really got to start getting things going. Fans deserve it, and I think everyone expects it.
Another Kean Hansen long throw. Won that time by Carrick. Tim Sparv onside. Sisto able to turn. Arania setting up top of the box. Sisto fires it in over the bar.
Again, not getting close enough to the player, allowing him to turn. Difficult to score from that angle, but again, it's another chance. More seconds off the clock.
It's an uncontested header there in the middle. Smalling then missing it in the air. Schneiderlin cross for Love. From Lingard, pushed off his run by Novak. Charlotte running through, broken up by Olsen. Lingard upset, he wanted a foul. We'll see Midtjylland retreat more to this defensive look that they had earlier in the game. Martial. Lingard combined there with Pereira. Olsen won it back. Iranian out as the anyone in front of him. And it's broken up by Carrick.
I said it a minute ago, John. I think this is the look that we thought we'd be seeing for the majority of the game. And if Manchester United had posed more offensive threat, we would have.
And here comes Martial. Just gets it away for Pereira. Olsen stepping in. Trying to not use his hands, and he didn't. Still to get behind the play is Arania. Couldn't get past Carrick. Slavkatlis laying it off. Leon Sisto. Finding with Memphis. By Olsen. Good strength by Smalling, though, to prevent it coming to anything.
See Pereira there saying, talk to me, but you as a player, you have to know, you have to have a look around you as well. See that a lot, John. People always say, talk to me, but you just turn your head.
Motor off. Will rise up and get his head to that. Looking for Martial. Spawned a bit uncomfortably, clearing it out. Love in for Martial, bought her off the defender. Contact there, top of the box, and referee telling Martial to get back up. And again, Pion Sisto weaving his way through. And again, Midtjylland coming forward on the break. Onuachu has the winning goal as it stands. Sisto. Fans are loving what they're seeing right now. Olsen weaving his way through. Good tackle by Schneiderlin. Waterruff rising above Martial. Takes it back from Carrick. Watcher just gets it away. Referee's going to whistle that dead for a foul. And a yellow card to Jesse Lingard. Jesse, I don't have any players who would be suspended for the second leg with a yellow tonight.
Right here, when Memphis gets this ball, he should stand up and stay strong. He's got the ball in the box, the defender on the back of him. There's no need to try to draw a penalty there.
Václav Kadlec, who had the 1v1 from midfield saved by Sergio Romero moments before Memphis scored for Manchester United. His debut ends. Daniel Royer, the 5-year-old Austrian, is on now. Moreno holding it in, firing it all the way through.
Dear fellow football fans from Manchester, for security reasons, we must ask you to remain in the away block for approximately 15 minutes after the game. This measure is designed to...
It's almost a goal in slow motion as you watch it back.
It is, and there's 3 players around that can all win the ball, and then when it does go to them again, they all stand there. And both goals Manchester United conceded have been very poor defensively.
Carrick just stepping in there to win the ball. Now Donald Love. Can they rescue a 2-2, though? Can they get a second away goal? Can they make it at least level going home for the second leg? Andreas Pereira gets the cross away. Bonner off there with the head. Onuachu helping back. Thrown to the ground. Free kick, Midtjylland.
He's been a handful since he's come on. The header with that wonderful save. There's definite foul there, tugging of the shirt. He's helping holding the ball. He's winning defensive headers in the box.
Helping to win the header. Warriors just come on. Letting fly well wide. And a reminder, coming up next here on FS2, Augsburg and Liverpool. First leg of their round of 32 tie in the UEFA Europa League. Dribble that out. Pereira. Memphis calling for the ball all the way out on the left. Instead it comes right. And it skips over Lingard's foot. Dribbles way around Love, can't do it. Pereira holding off Sparv. Olsen got his head in the way. That comes flying through. Smalling comes away with the ball. Sisto is down behind the play. Out wide for Martial. Bodorov, tangle of legs. Take your pick of any number of things you could whistle in that sequence. Michelin just being urged to get over the line and keep it at 2-1. Give themselves a lead. Going into the second leg at Old Trafford, and their fans, 11,500, a sellout crowd at Arena Herning, coming to their feet now. The Danish champions who couldn't believe their luck to be playing against a club like Manchester United. And now they're a minute plus stoppage time away from beating them, if they could hold on. Good turn by Lingard. Dances around Olsen. Jesse Lingard's shot is blocked by Sparv. Out for a throw.
Another really good block. Good feed by Jesse Lingard to get in a shooting position. And what a story this would be, John, if they could hold on.
Bodorov's clearance only as far as Pereira. Sparv fronting him. Falls on the outside. McNair's up there. His cross is blocked. Corner kick number 7 of the night for Manchester United. What a big swing this would mean for the second leg if they can grab a second away goal.
Well, a 2-2 would be, with all things considered, an outstanding result where they stand right now.
Andreas Pereira to take. Pereira's ball in. Nowhere near from Carrick. You can imagine what his post-game press conference is going to be like, the questions he'll have to answer in the days to come. There's no time to rest. They've got an FA Cup match on Monday. Still 4 minutes of stoppage time. On the watch, referee Archer Dias.
I guess at this stage, no matter how he tries to spin anything, the press, especially in the UK, are going to come down on him hard. Been here before. He's a very successful manager. He'll just get on with his work tomorrow and try to turn this team around if he can.
Mourinho pressuring. Well, he may have been here before, but his club by and large haven't.
No, they have not. This is uncharted territory. Well, they have many moons ago. Absolutely have. And they had to build themselves up, and they built themselves into one of the biggest and best and most prestigious football clubs in this world. And they might have to do a little bit more rebuilding again.
McNair, wide for Love. Sisto trying to close him down. Love gets the cross in. Bodorov was there. Onuachu, his goal the difference maker. Gives it away. And here's about it from the bench. Lingard coming in field, out wide. Martial out there. Back for Lingard. Lingard's shot is blocked. Sparv got his body in the way. And Novak first to react to the loose ball. McNair can't control it out, and Michelin want to go quick theoretically.
I'm not sure why McNair's putting his arms up in the air at the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper played him a ball and he let it go under his foot. Yes, someone was pressuring you, but don't panic in that situation.
The Iranian Sisto wanted to go quick there and catch Manchester United out. It looked like it was Yes Torp, the manager, saying, no, slow it down. There you see again Monday at Shrewsbury in the FA Cup on FS1. Next week at Old Trafford on FS2. Oh, by the way, Arsenal after all that. They just don't have the bodies right now. Theoretically, they're going to be hoping maybe to get a couple players back from injury, a couple players on the horizon, Louis van Gaal has said, but reinforcements are slim as it stands.
I hope they get him back by that Arsenal game.
Donald Love weaving his way forward. 90 seconds left of the referee's discretion. Martial tackle Alpham by Rumer, who then skips away with the ball. Andre Romer's had a lot of work to do at right back with Memphis in this match. Mourinho wants it inside. Mourinho gets it through. It's a tangle of legs. It looks like it has been given as a free kick. Smalling shown the yellow.
It'll be interesting to see what they do with this free kick, because it is essentially just coming on to halftime of this home and away leg. It is a foul. Will they go for that third goal, or will they just take the ball to the corner and kill this game off?
This will probably end up being the last action. And this surreal night for these fans right in the middle of Denmark get even more incredible. Might this be a cushion they will need at Old Trafford if they want to survive and advance?
Yes, possibly. A 3-1 would be a big blow to Manchester United. 2-1, they have the away goal. They're going to Old Trafford. You would still have to put them as favorites. Won't be easy.
Sparv and Sisto are over it. Past the 4 minutes indicated. It's Sisto who just fires it at the wall. Is there time enough for a Manchester United counter? They've got bodies running forward here. It's Andreas Pereira on the ball. No, there is not. It is the biggest night in the history of Midtjylland. Something rotten in the state of Denmark for Manchester United as they fall to defeat in the first leg of the UEFA Europa League round of 32. Back to Ian Joy company after the break. Augsburg and Liverpool on the way as this one finishes. Midtjylland 2, Manchester United 1.